Hey folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you on a wonderful 4th of July. And today on the Manic Mark show, just got a few comments about exercise. It's about running in particular. Again, I don't necessarily enjoy it, but out of the two things that keep me alive, that have kept me alive all these years, it's exercise, specifically running, or jogging as the case may be, and artwork. I just like doing those crazy paintings, and whenever I do them, I feel a whole lot better. And some stuff I was thinking about. It's a song about cancer, okay? I wrote a song about cancer. So it's not fun. My dad died of cancer, lung cancer. Mom died of cancer, ovarian cancer. And my Doberman died of cancer, bone cancer. They say something's going to get you one way or another, but I'm telling you, cancer's not the best way. And the first thing I was thinking about is, just have a safe 4th, because I heard that some dude last night got his arm torn off with some fireworks. Apparently he had a tube and he had some fireworks, and he bent over, and a firework was in the tube and it went off and it ripped his arm off. But you got to find what keeps you going and do it. But for me, it's running. And I got to be pretty good at it in high school. And why am I tooting my own horn? Well, I wasn't good when I started. I ran 1 year. My senior year, I had run track for 2 years, going into the 3rd year. Cross-country seasons before track. And the cross-country coach, small high school, asked me if I would run cross-country. Now, to frame how long ago this was, there were only 2 shoe companies making shoes. We had just segued from Converse tennis shoes into the modern age of running shoes, and there were Tigers and Nikes. Well, Tigers, the practice shoe was a big heavy leather boat with white. It was white leather with crepe. I think it's how you pronounce the word. White soles, and you had to have a shoe repair guy sole the shoe once a month, because you would wear the heel down, and they could do that. You can't do that on shoes these days. So you would take your shoes in and you put a new sole on it. Okay, that's how far back it was. It was pretty damn far back. But fortunately, I think, and who knows how it's going to go. See, there you go, right there over the valley. Hopefully, the doctors are going to be able to reattach his arm. I'm not kidding. This is a true story. And he had friends that loved him enough to drink a 24-pack of beer and pack the arm in the ice that the beer came out of and drive him to the hospital. Anyway, I probably got to cut all that out. It's called the Big C. What else? What else would it be called? The Big C. Take you away from me. The Big C. Take you away from me. Eat you up. You've nothing left for me. Apparently somehow they got there without getting pulled over, getting a DUI. But anyway, they're sewing the arm back on. I wish that fellow the best of luck. It's the 4th of July around here at the Art Villa is always a great time of year, because the science teacher was a coach, and he took it very seriously, because he even had us out to practice on Sundays. Man, he would take his Sunday, half a Sunday, and come out with us and run us 10 miles on Sunday. So he was quite dedicated as a coach. But I went from one of the last place runners to about a quarter or a third of the way through the season to the first place runner on the team. Okay, I improved that much, and I remember one day him asking me, pulling me aside, and said, Mark, how did you do it? Meaning, how did you go from running, being a slow boat, to a fast boat, or a turtle into a hare, or whatever it is. I don't know. Cut all that out. And I just shrugged my shoulders. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. But as the years went on, that question always stuck with me, and I started to analyze the things that I thought about in the process. I just couldn't verbalize what I was doing. Here we go. We're back to the list. This is the list of tips. Sit on the overlook. You got the whole valley to look over, and I get to see municipalities set off their fireworks, and the country club just right below me. Yeah, Manic Mark lives right next to a country club. That doesn't mean anything. That I live in like some whoop-de-doo section of town. The country club actually has always been, it started out as summer homes. The railroad line runs right through the middle of it, and there's another one down the road, another country club, which is no longer, none of them are just summer homes. They've all been converted to year-round residence. But the one below me is still sort of a gated community, so to speak. So the one farther down the road, blue-collar working-class people. Mama, your daddy, your dog cat too. Your sister, they all sing the Big C blues. I might be next when my Big C bill come due. But anyway, there you go. They have a fireworks display, and that's pretty cool. So I used the binoculars, which I discovered last night, after all these years, that I can watch fireworks throughout the valley. It's, just bring them up close. It's really cool. So that may be written down in a book, may be in a video. Coaches may be teaching this kind of stuff. I have no idea. I'm just gonna come out with it because maybe somebody will see it and they'll think about trying these things. Now, first of all, I'm going to say, as a disclaimer, go to a doctor, get checked out before you run, and don't do anything that I'm going to tell you to do, because if you die with a heart attack, some freak accident in the middle of practice, I don't want to be responsible for it. Okay, there you go. Now, to the list. First of all, this is just stupid, but many people won't do it. And I remember this as a kid, but run hard in practice. Don't look at it as work. Look forward to practice and running as hard as you can. Don't look at it as drudgery, like something you have to do. That's the wrong attitude going into it right away. Always run hard in practice. 2, now when you first start doing this, it's very likely it's going to be highly uncomfortable. And I remember the most uncomfortable thing that happened to me was you get this horrible stabbing pain in the side, like somebody was sticking a pocket knife in your side, And this just happened when I first started to run, a number of times. And the cure for it is not to succumb to the pain and stop running. The cure to it is to grab that pain with your hand, grab it as hard as you can, equalize the pain with the pain of you grabbing the pain, and run through it. Don't run any slower, don't run any faster, run through it. And I swear to you, unless your kidney's falling out, there's something weird going on, that pain will go away. It's going to happen to you maybe half a dozen times, and eventually it will just stop. Anyway, what was the other thing I was thinking of? Well, I got to open my Bud Light line because I can't remember what that is. You're feeling bad, and you ain't got the flu. You go to your doctor, and he says, brother, there ain't nothing I can do. Your only hope is your doc ain't got a clue. What the hell the other thing was? Oh, cheers. Have a Bud Light line, 4th of July. I'm wearing my River Tubes t-shirt and a pair of pants that actually sort of go together. It's pretty scary that that's happening, but I was thinking I put on the shirt and I better not say anything controversial because I may not receive my residuals from a Button Dave for product placement. we'll talk about pain. Let's just talk about pain. I'm going to skip a number here and go to number 9. I tried to put these in logical order, but apparently that didn't work out. And that is, know the difference between the pain of exertion and exhaustion and the pain of when you tear something, or you got a muscle problem, or your knees get screwed up, or you get a stress fracture or something like that.